Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Yeah, sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
Pass to Okoro. Nails it from beyond the arc. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
They set a pick. The kick out to White. To the inside. Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good. But Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's George. Yes, sir. And George has got his second basket.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Okoro outside. And another miss by Milwaukee.
It's tough to get open in this.
Oh! What a hammer!
Oh, man! Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
It's tipped.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
White with it. Guarded now by Ball. Kicks it out to Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
The Bucks trail. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now here's Morant. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
3 points.
George's shot is good.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that high.
And the Bucks miss again.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Holmgren. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Third team foul.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the first. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
And then Morant with the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
The Bucks trail by 3. Right side, White. Wagner outside. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. From deep, Sar. He buries it from 3. And this game is tied up now. And here's Ball. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Takes it inside. Pass to Aiden. Uses the glass on the layup. Aiden's got 6.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Off the inbound pass. And Williams punches it home.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And let's get an update on Paul George's injury. Allie, any news?
All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. It sounds like we won't be seeing him back on the floor anytime soon. This is a tough loss.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Here's Sar. A dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. There's a screen. Morant. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Ball.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Outside Walker. Pass to Holmgren. Let's go with a 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And down it goes. Jam that one home. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. And stolen by Holmgren. Richardson with it. Now guarded by White. Aiden, no good. And it's Morant with the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Wagner up top. And a two-handed jam.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
Now here's Richardson. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Here's Wagner. The 3 from Okoro. Pure from 3-point range. Okoro's got 6.
Well, that's a really decisive and impressive read by Wagner, setting up his teammate nicely for the hoop.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Ball. Pass to Richardson. The 3 ball. The shot, no good. Okoro, the defensive effort. Wagner with it. Jackson in his pocket. Outside White. Wagner with a screen. Okoro on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Milwaukee. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
Now here's Ball. Down low. And Ayton with the stuff.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Outside Morant. The kick out to White. 4 on the clock. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
There's Jackson with the 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Okoro. Ooh, excellent. Ball way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Ball's got his second basket on the night. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Nice game. Great performance by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Here's Williams. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Now here's Morant. There's a screen. Okoro outside. Now Morant. 6 to shoot. Pass to Sarr. Here's Wagner. From deep three-point range. Ball with the rebound. To the middle. Wagner with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. White. Good. White's got 8 points.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Buries it from 3. Jackson's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
A pass-first point guard, Lonzo Ball, is very consistent and looking to get his teammates involved.
To the paint. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Ball's doubled. Pass to Jackson. Richardson with it. Now here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And it's Morant off the drive. Down low. Morant elevates at the rim.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Wagner outside. Pass to Morant. Clock at 6. Wagner outside. The 3 from Okoro.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Morant with it. Richardson picks him up. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Walker. Shepherd.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. at Morant working the paint. Nice.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Pass to Aiden. Back to Walker. Now here's Ball. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Now Holmgren. 4-3. That shot off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Sarr. And Aiden pulls it down.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And it's Holmgren missing.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Wagner. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Check out Wagner getting tricky with it. Pump fake totally got the defense all out of sorts.
Free throw good, Wagner. Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
Here's Ball, following the score by Milwaukee. Here's Ayton. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
The three from Okoro. Ball with the rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Ja steps on the gas. To the inside. Milwaukee shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improving.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And that's a solid play. Make him earn his points at the free throw line.
Yeah. Down, so the play is definitely to foul right there, which he did.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's Dick. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game.
The visiting team.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And here's Ball. Pass to Aiden. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Okoro with the ball. Richardson picks him up.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
Jackson on the wing. Back to Ball. To the wing on the left. The three from Holmgren is rebounded by Okoro.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Back to Holmgren. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stopped right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Stolen by Ball. It's an even 3-on-3 break.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
The three is up. Oh, the long ball from Holmgren.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the three right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
Pass to Okoro. To the middle. Here's Wagner. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Morant looking around. 5 on the clock. Inside. Here's Sarr. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The three from Holmgren. Sarr pulls it in.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Here's White. He takes it in.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
There's Wagner off the drive. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wagner, a sneaky athlete, maybe better than some people give him credit for. Showing you explosion right there.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ball. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Jack's up at 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Milwaukee with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. The kick out to White. Ball with a steal. And so they foul intentionally. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Back to Morant. Pass to Sarr. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wagner with it. Launches it. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And they double up Ball. To the left side wing. From behind the arc.
Wagner takes a lot of pride in trying to make a defensive impact and does a good job contesting the shot there.
The kick out to White. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Good D by Ball. It's a race against time as they try to go on a run of their own.
Yeah, and right now the clock may be their biggest enemy.
Fortitude and want to. That's what Richardson is showing you there with that big bucket when they need it.
Now here's Morant. Okoro outside. Driving in. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
The 3 from Holmgren. And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Stolen by Ayton. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Back to Holmgren. Milwaukee with the rebound. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jackson on the wing. The 3-pointer off the mark. It's tipped. So we see the Bucks get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed.